Welcome to Frederick at its best. I'm Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Breast cancer and other cancers can affect everyone, regardless of age, race, or gender. Today, we gather to raise awareness about breast cancer and to focus on the importance of early detection. About 1 in 8 women in the United States will develop invasive breast cancer sometime during their lifetime, and that's about 12% of all women. Thanks to the American Cancer Society and dramatic improvements in cancer research, millions of women are surviving breast cancer. There are more than 3.1 million breast cancer survivors in the United States. In Maryland, nearly 5,000 cases of breast cancer were diagnosed in 2014. 18% of those cases were in Frederick County. Statewide, 862 women died from the disease, 33 of them in Frederick County. They are our friends and our neighbors. Early diagnosis and better treatment has improved the survival rate. Women whose mother, sister, or daughter have been diagnosed with breast cancer are twice as likely to develop the disease. But more than 85% of women with breast cancer have no family history. So that means that most women who get breast cancer do not have a close relative with the disease. It is crucial that all women conduct self-exams and that women over the age of 40 should get a mammogram every year. Men can also develop invasive breast cancer, so everyone should see a doctor if they notice a suspicious lump in their breast. There is no sure way to prevent breast cancer, but there are some risk factors such as family history that you just really cannot change. But lifestyle changes, however, can lower your risk. Breast cancer prevention starts with healthy habits. According to the Centers for Disease Control, strong evidence suggests that physical activity reduces the risk of several types of cancers, including breast and colon cancer, and obviously physical exercise is good for you for all kinds of reasons. The Health Department's Breast and Cervical Cancer Program provides clinical breast exams, mammograms, and Pap tests at no cost to eligible women. Diagnosis and treatment services are also available. To see if you qualify for this program, you can call the Health Department at 301-600-3362. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is a good time to learn more about how to prevent and detect cancer and to learn about the resources that are available in our community. So now I'd like to read a proclamation. Whereas breast cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer and the second leading cause of cancer deaths in American women, every woman is at risk for breast cancer, even if she has no family history or other risk factors for the disease. Men can also be at risk for breast cancer. And whereas screening and early detection is essential to the well-being and health of Maryland women, the Frederick County Health Department Breast and Cervical Cancer Program offers clinical breast exams, cervical cancer screenings, and mammograms. And whereas research shows that screening mammography can help reduce the number of deaths from breast cancer among women, however, only about 56% of Maryland women report receiving a clinical breast exam and mammogram within the past year. So we really want to encourage people to go out and get their mammograms. Whereas Frederick County encourages women to learn about their risk for breast cancer, talk to their health care providers about recommended screenings, and to be screened with clinical breast exams and mammograms as appropriate. So now, therefore, as the County Executive of Frederick County, Maryland, I hereby proclaim October 2018 as Breast Cancer Awareness Month in Frederick County and commend this observance to all of our citizens. So I'm going to pass the microphone so that people can introduce themselves and say a few words. And I think I'll start with you.
Great, thank you. Thank you once again, County Exec Jan Gardner, for acknowledging October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. My name is Angela Spencer. I am an employee with Frederick County Government, but I'm also the founder of a local organization, the Faith Striders. Faith, the acronym, is fighting against illnesses through Him. We are believing in a cure. And one thing that I believe in is that if you don't believe in anything, then it's all null and void. So as she's given all of the statistics, breast cancer is not a respecter of person or age. I will forever remember July 22nd, 2008, when I got the call that my 71-year-old mother had found a lump and that it was deemed to be breast cancer. So know your history, know your family, know your body, and get checked out. And also, on behalf of the correctional staff, of the Frederick County Adult Detention Center, they are presenting bracelets to everyone this month. So I wanted to present you with a bracelet on behalf of the officers at the detention center. Thank you for rocking the pink.
Thank you.
Well, good morning, and thank you, County Executive Jan Gardner, for the opportunity to be here. My name is Beth Mowry, and I'm the Program Administrator for the Breast and Cervical Cancer Program, and just want to encourage all of our women out there to take care of themselves, put themselves first, and get that screening, get that annual mammogram. Also, for women who lack resources, do not have insurance, or don't have the ability to pay for a mammogram, to please contact our program so that we can assist you further. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Avni Shah, Education and Outreach Coordinator for Cancer Screening Program at Frederick County Health Department. I would just like to say, know your risk and get screened regularly. It can help you save your life.
My name is Ashley Reed. I am here on behalf of the employees of Frederick County Government, and I'm representing the fire department shirt fundraiser that we did this year. I just wanted to show everyone the shirts and let you know that we support the fire department and everything they do to support breast cancer. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. I'm Megan Swigert. I'm here representing the Hurwitz Breast Cancer Fund. Patty is very upset that she wasn't able to make it, but thank you very much for having us. In the 19 years since the fund was established, we've been able to raise over $1.7 million, and every dollar has stayed here in Frederick County and gone back to help with early detection.
Unfortunately, people can now get that treatment here in Frederick County that they couldn't 19 years ago.
Thank you, Jan. It's great to be here. My name is Robin Rose, and I'm the Vice President of Development at Frederick Memorial Hospital. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the thousands of residents of our community and our local businesses who over the course of the past 5 years donated $21.2 million to help us build and equip the James M. Stockman Cancer Institute, as well as the thousands of donors who give every year to the Frederick Memorial Hospital Cancer Patient Assistance Fund. Both of these initiatives would not be possible without the generosity of this community, and both of these initiatives are helping to provide better outcomes, not only to breast cancer patients, but to all cancer patients in our area, and all of us at FMH are extremely grateful.
Thanks, Robin. Good morning, Jan. Thank you for having us, and thanks for the proclamation. I'm Jeff Seidel. I work with the Frederick National Lab for Cancer Research and Leidos Biomedical Research. We are a large presence here in the community. We have about 2,000 people that work here in the community, down at the NIH Clinical Center, working on cancer, AIDS, HIV, and infectious disease, and then really around the world, too. So we have a great footprint and presence here in terms of cancer care and cancer research. We're making great progress in cancer care. 20 years ago, everybody got the same treatment when they were diagnosed. You found a lump, everybody got the same treatment. And now it's highly personalized, highly specific for your specific type of cancer. And no two cancers are alike. That's one of the things that we've learned. Every cancer is slightly different in some way, shape, or form. And that's really what makes it a challenge to treat this guy. He is vicious and very aggressive, so we like to stay on top of that. There's a lot of new treatments in the pipeline. I encourage people to participate in clinical trials when they have the opportunity. Any medication you put in your mouth this morning, if you took an ibuprofen or a Tylenol or whatever, that went through a clinical trials process. So just encourage people to consider participating in clinical trials when the options present themselves. One last thing, Jan, just to thank you for mentioning men and breast cancer. I don't know if everybody knows, but when men get breast cancer, and we do, it's very rare, number one, and number two, it's much more deadly. Our lifespan is largely impacted when we get diagnosed with breast cancer. So us guys need to do the clinical breast exams too. And if you need a clinical breast exam and can't get to the health department, on October 27th, the Frederick Community Health Fair is going to be over at the fairgrounds. Capital Women's Care is doing free clinical breast exams. And there's free mammograms available if there's any findings. So come check us out on Saturday, October the 27th.
Great, thank you. Hi, I'm Dr. Barbara Brookmeyer, the Director of the Frederick County Health Department, and thank you for the proclamation today and the good facts. I would like to say that we've recently, as part of our Frederick County Community Health Assessment process, had surveyed over 1,600 individuals in Frederick County. And I'd say that there are three concerning or actually disturbing findings from that, and you address some of that in the proclamation, but I'd like to underscore that large percent of women indicated that they did not get their mammograms on the recommended schedule because they thought there was no need to. And that is because many people think, oh, if I have no family history of breast cancer, then I don't need to be concerned. And you clearly articulated that actually the majority of people who are diagnosed each year do not have family history. Then next is related to fear. And what we can all say up here is the sooner you detect it, the much easier it is to take care of it, and you're much more likely to have a cure. So an earlier diagnosis is better. And then the third is for financial concerns. And so for the health department's program, while our eligibility is for women 40 and above, we also have community partners. The Team Hope is one of those where they specifically do provide funding for the outpatient services that are needed for women who are under age 40, also for men or folks who are not eligible for the health department's program, or at the health department when our grant funding runs out, that they raise funds and are available for Frederick County residents. And so there are options available, so someone's lack of finances should not be a reason for them not to receive the clinical breast exam and then also the screening mammography.
Hi, I'm Tanja Street. I don't do this. I'm having a hot flash as we speak. I am here as a Faith Strider member, as well as a 6-year breast cancer survivor, and also here to represent a small organization that I started, Pink Pray Love. We just help with the little things. We're just here to let you know you don't have to fight alone. And I appreciate all of you being here. My heart is full, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to say I appreciate everyone being here as well. You know, the objective of today's Frederick at its Best is to help raise awareness about breast cancer. It's also to encourage women in particular to go out and get their screenings, because early detection always results in a better outcome. And that's just a message. It's easy to do. Most people have insurance that I believe is required to cover mammography, and so just take the time to go do it. It really is quick and relatively painless from somebody who goes and tries to do that each and every year. I want to thank the Faith Striders for what you do to support awareness and to let people know there's people out there to support it. The Hurwitz Foundation for really raising a remarkable amount of money, which has made a big difference in our community. Certainly for the hospital, who's really brought cancer treatment to the peak level in our community, and it's really wonderful that people who suffer from all kinds of cancer can get that treatment right here at home. And I hope that in Frederick County, we are the place that finds the cure to cancer. And so there's a lot of people working on it in our community, and I just really think it's wonderful that we have the whole circle of care and treatment and community involvement around this terrible disease. So we look forward to finding a cure for breast cancer, and today's ceremony is all about helping us to improve awareness and encourage people to take steps to make sure that they get the prevention and detection screenings that they need. So thank you for joining us today for Frederick at its Best.